Astronauts are motivated people, and while the constant maintenance, scientific testing, and exercise requirements of living at the International Space Station take up much of the day, there's still a little downtime.
And astronauts will do various things to fill that time. Some will play musical instruments. The Kelly twins were once involved in a prank that brought a full gorilla suit to the ISS. Only they knew about it, and they used it to startle their fellow astronauts and cosmonauts. The suit was eventually trashed the way much of the waste on the space station is ejected from the lab so it can then burn up in the atmosphere.
But we're actually talking about a gentler pastime. Retired astronaut Karen Nyberg is a quilter. And on one of her trips to the space station, she stitched a block for a quilt. It shows a star. That block inspired dozens of other quilters around the world, and their stars were all made into a quilt, which is now on display at the National Quilt Museum in Kentucky. Dylan Payne has more.
American astronaut Karen Nyberg is the astronaut quilter. She made a block while she was on the International Space Station, but there's so much more to her work, and it's on display here at the National Quilt Museum, and she's here to talk about it.
I love to do art quilts.
One of her most popular quilts at the museum is a portrait of her husband, Doug Hurley, another celebrated astronaut. Originally, it caused her great frustration because she wanted it to be in color.
I tried all these different colors, tried skin tones, tried making it. And one time my son, who was 10 at the time, he walked in, he's like, "Mom, what's wrong?" Right? I'm like, "I'm trying to make Daddy and I just can't get it right." And he looked at it and he's like, "Why don't you make Daddy black and white and just the patch in color?" And I was like, "That's genius."
One of the things visitors are excited to see is the quilt block she made in space, which turned into a series of star-themed blocks made by people from around the world. Seeing it all put together,
it's a little overwhelming. I mean, you look and just, you see, I ended up actually going to get to see them at the Briscoe Center where they're being stored in Austin, Texas, and really take some time and look at each individual one. I mean, you've got one from Israel, you've got from Kazakhstan, you've got from Russia, I mean, all over the world.
Dylan Payne reporting. Again, Karen Nyberg's quilts are on display at the National Quilt Museum. They'll be there until the end of July. And quilting isn't the only craft she got up to while in orbit. She sewed this stuffed dinosaur back in 2013. She posted this picture to Pinterest saying that the dino is made out of Velcro-like fabric that lines the Russian food containers. It is stuffed with scraps from a used t-shirt and is believed to be the first stuffed toy made in space.